Yes, my people. Most of you would have seen this video of Dana White recently giving some insight as to why Arman Tsarukyan did not get the title shot. We're gonna do a little breakdown today. We're gonna dive into this video and I'm gonna be reacting to it. But before I give my opinion, let's actually watch the clip. Then we will get into everything after that. So here we got the clip here. Let me swipe it so we can get straight into it, man.
I obviously am not one of these fans, but some fans thought Arman should have been the one to get a 155 title pound shot.
We knew that would happen too.
Of course. Did the headbutt play any factor in the decision to
100%.
not go with him?
But the fact that this dickhead interviewer said he's not one of them, the maddest thing is, guys, if you go online and you look at some of Dana White's posts regarding the lightweight division, bruv, everyone is just commenting Arman. Like, he's really becoming a fan favorite because he does actually deserve the title shot. So I don't know what the fuck this interviewer is talking about, because Arman definitely deserves a title shot. I don't know how you can say anyone else, like Paddy or Gaethje, deserves it over Arman. This fucking, yeah, let's just get back into the video, man.
Right?
A lot of things have factored in, you know. Yeah. Yes.
I obviously am not one of these fans, but some fans thought Arman.
Okay, so he claims that... Is that the whole video? 1 second, guys. Yeah, that was the whole video. So Dana White has said that Arman Tsarukyan headbutting Dan Hooker had a part to play with. Uncle fucking Dana, what fucking cocaine are you fucking sniffing? Because, guys, this is the same guy, yeah? Listen, and I'm not arguing that John Jones is not the GOAT, but this is the same guy who calls John Jones the GOAT after he's repeatedly eye-poked people after fight after fight after fight. And you know what's crazy? Someone in the comments of this specific video made a very good comment, and I didn't even think about this. Conor McGregor fucking threw a dolly or trolley, whatever it was, at a fucking bus, and he was still able to fight. You didn't ban him. They still fought. John Jones and Daniel Cormier had a whole beef, madness in one of the press conferences. They were still able to fight. And Arman Tsarukyan accidentally headbutted someone in a fight, which can happen, and he's being punished for that. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This here is as Khabib and all the Dagestan. This is #1 bullshit, brother. Because we have a man, John Jones, who's eye-pokes people repeatedly but continues to be able to fight. He's not been reprimanded. Then we have a guy who's basically, yes, listen, I get it. He pulled out of the title shot against Islam, whether that was due to a back injury or missing weight, whatever it was. Yes, punish the guy. I agree, punish him. But surely he has been punished enough by now, no? Because why make him fight Hooker for the #1 spot when he was already #1? And, you know, I like Arman Tsarukyan, the way he, you know, he's dealing with things, because he's staying active. Even though he's not going to get the title shot, he's been taking on a lot of jiu-jitsu, wrestling competitions and whatnot, which is good because he needs to stay active. He's still young. He's 29, something like that. So why waste your youth? He's even come out recently. Let me see if I can find the clip. I don't think I will. Okay, so yeah, I found it. Great, lovely. This is not one of the pages I follow, but let me just get it up anyway because it's the quote that I wanted to use. So as you guys can see here, he said, Arman Tsarukyan said, I'm not that young to wait a lot. If they give me the BMF title, it would be great too. And you know what? Shouts out to Arman Tsarukyan because he's seen the positive out of every situation. And I'm not being funny, if he's not getting the title shot, you may as well give him the BMF shot after Max and Charles Oliveira. Because I'm not being funny. Max is... Hey, luckily I got the rankings up already. Lightweight. Where's the lightweight division? Okay, so Max Holloway is third. I personally think Max Holloway beats Charles Oliveira, but let's say Charles Oliveira beats Max. Arman Tsarukyan has to fight one of those two. He can't go any lower than that. Like, it genuinely doesn't make sense. You're going to make the guy fight. He fought Dan Hooker recently. He fought Charles Oliveira to get to the number one spot. He finished Dariush with ease. Like, yeah, and then you look at the top 10. Like, I'm not being funny. He's already beat Beneil Dariush. He would smoke him. He smokes Michael Chandler. He beats Renato Moicano in a similar way that Islam Makhachev did. He beats Rafael Fiziev as well. Beneil, I don't know, I've forgotten how to say his name, Saint Denis. I think he beats him as well. Arman Tsarukyan actually came out recently and said that they don't think the UFC will give him Saint Denis because, you know, he's an up-and-coming fighter. He's from France. You know, he's got a lot of fans. They want to try and build him as a fighter, especially to capture that France MMA scene. And obviously, he's already fought Gamrot. I haven't actually watched the fight, but a lot of people have said that it was a robbery. So I'm going to go ahead and watch that fight. But I just want you guys to understand something, yeah? I know the UFC is a business. Well, the UFC is a business. And clearly, this is what we as fans need to understand at this point in time. In 2026, the UFC is no longer about who's ranked number one and who's the top contender. No. The fights that need to happen are... You know, the model that we all grew up on, which was the best fight the best, is slowly dying. It died in boxing for years until Turkey Al-Sheikh came and saved boxing because, yeah, it's been bad. Boxing has been bad in terms of the best fighting the best for probably the last 10 plus years or so, if I'm completely honest. And slowly it's happening to MMA. So, you know, I just want the MMA fans to understand that this is the new module. They don't go off what makes, they don't go off the rankings. They go off what makes the most money. And if we're being honest, Paddy Pimblett, they're trying to build him into a star. Obviously capture the UK MMA scene. Because, you know, we already had MMA fighters, but none of them really are as, I would say, outlandish as Paddy Pimblett. I don't think Paddy Pimblett represents England the way, like, for example, a Lee Murray would have represented the UK. But I get what the UFC is trying to do. So, you know, but guys, I'm not going to lie. The way things are going, they're going to regret not making that Arman and Ilya fight sooner than later. Because I truly believe the way things are going... Look, Arman's been doing a lot of side quests, guys. Wrestling, going on live streams, linking up with people, eating. And he's still staying fit, doing all of these extracurricular stuff. And he is... Honestly, he's slowly becoming a fan favorite. Like, all over my Instagram now, all I see is stuff about Arman. Even some of his videos, yeah, that he posts. Like, the views he gets on some of his videos... It's crazy, guys. Like, so, you know, they're not going to make the fight now. Maybe it would work in their favor later down the line, you know, when Arman's built himself a bit more. But I'm telling you guys, Arman is turning into a fan favorite. And the UFC should... Listen, it's a shame, yeah? Before we wrap this video up, yeah, it's a shame because Ilya is definitely only fighting once next year. But if I had it my way, I would make Paddy and Ilya around June, whenever Ilya returns. And then I would make Ilya versus Arman at the end of the year. But we all know Ilya's probably... I'll be honest, I don't think Ilya fights twice next year. I think he fights once. And I said that in my predictions for 2026 champions. And it's a shame because Arman Tsarukyan is probably is going to have to sit out for a whole year. Or maybe he'll get one fight. But Ilia Topuria, in my opinion, is holding up that division. I know he's going through some legal stuff with his wife, well, ex-wife, and he just, won part of his case. But it's not fair to the rest of the division. The rest of the division, like, if Ilia is not going to fight Arman next year, then it leaves Arman in a very weird spot. So yeah, but Uncle Dana, you know best now. Arman, he didn't get the title shot because of accidental headbutts. Make it make fucking sense. Like and subscribe, guys.